I've been eating a bag of popcorn and all I have left are these popcorn crumbs. So I was wondering what would happen if I tried to make a popcorn donut. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. So I had a bag of Trader Joe's organic popcorn, the kind that's made with extra virgin olive oil, and I've been enjoying that over the past several days. And today I realized that I'm down to the crumbs in the bottom of the bag. So I dumped them out onto this plate and I was eating some of them, but then I was like, maybe there's something more creative I can do with them. And then I said, well, let's see if we can make a popcorn donut with these. Now I did look through all of the crumbs and I don't see any whole kernels. There should be nothing in here that I'm gonna break a tooth on, hopefully. So let's put together some kind of donut batter with this. I'm starting with an egg, which I've lightly beaten, and then we need to add some sugar. I only have brown sugar, so I'm gonna add maybe like 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That's just an estimate. And let's see if we could dissolve that in the egg. Let's add some flour to give it some structure. I'm using some plain all-purpose flour. Maybe that's like 2 tablespoons. We'll start with this and just see how it goes. We're making this up as we go along. Let's add the popcorn and see what happens. There are all of the popcorn crumbs. Are they going to deflate or are they going to retain their shape? It smells really good. I'm definitely smelling the popcorn. Okay, so this is what's going on here. I'm gonna add just a little bit more flour. I feel like if I don't add enough flour, it's just going to deflate. So let's add a little bit more flour. So maybe that was like a 1/4 cup in total. Now I'm gonna add some baking soda, which should react with the sugar and make it light and fluffy. That's a little bit less than 1/2 teaspoon. And that's it. This is the batter. And this is my Dash personal donut maker. It's plugged in and the blue light just went off, so we're ready to start making a donut. I'm just gonna spoon the batter in. And that looks like it's just enough to make 1 donut. So let's shut this and let's come back in about 8 minutes. It's been about 9 minutes, so let's check on this. Wow, look at that. That looks good. And I'm gonna say this is done. Let's test the temperature just in case. Yeah, that's over 200, so this is definitely done. I'm gonna unplug it and let's see. Can I take it off or is it too hot? Here's the donut. I think it looks great. I just put it on a little cooling rack on this plate. Here's my donut after it's been cooling for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to put some glaze on this donut. What I have here is a mixture of some powdered sugar and some water. It's just a really plain glaze. I don't even really want to put any flavoring in it because I want to see how this donut tastes on its own. But this will just give it a little more sweetness and make it more like a traditional donut or like a glazed donut. Doesn't that look good? All right, let's taste it and see how it is. So it's pretty dense. I actually thought it would be lighter and fluffier than it is. But it's kind of weird when you bite into it because you get the salty popcorn flavor, even though the texture is kind of like a regular cake donut, but a denser regular cake donut. And you do get like a little bit of crunchiness from the popcorn. I definitely added too much baking soda. I would cut back on that for next time. Actually, now that I think about this, this reminds me of cornbread. That's what it reminds me of. Because, you know, cornbread is more dense than like a cake donut. And as you can see, the glaze, like the glaze on this side totally absorbed into the donut. Can I cut this in half like this way? Let's see what happens if we try to cut it in half. It should cut in half like you could cut a bagel in half. Let's see what happens. Look at that. I think that looks really good. And to me, this reminds me of like a whole wheat bagel. But it's sweet, so it's definitely more like a donut. And the texture is more like a cake donut than it is like a bagel. But you know what I think this needs? I think this needs some butter. Because everyone loves buttered popcorn, right? And this butter was just in my fridge, so it's not at room temperature, so it's not going to spread very well. Yeah, that's not spreading well. I'm just going to taste it with some butter. Eating it with the butter really turns it into more like a cornbread. Let's try it with some of this hot honey. This hot honey is really hot, so I'm just going to try with a little bit of it. Spread that into the butter. Okay, here we go. That definitely kicks it up a notch, but I feel like it's taking us farther and farther into cornbread territory and away from donut territory. To me, what this is screaming out for right now is like some baked beans, because I love cornbread and beans. I wish I had some caramel syrup to try with this to see if it makes it taste kind of like a caramel corn donut. But I think because the popcorn itself was so salty, it's giving a lot of savoriness to this. Let's try some molasses, because that's what they use in Cracker Jack. If you've ever had Cracker Jack, they use molasses. Okay, so let's try this piece with the molasses and the butter. That hits like Cracker Jacks. This is really good with the molasses. And so that's how you can make a donut with some leftover popcorn crumbs. Or we can even call this like a cornbread bagel with some leftover popcorn crumbs. And if I was to make this again, I would probably only add like a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda instead of 1/2 teaspoon. It's just too much. But I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see what else we can make in this media appliance. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.